Hey everyone, Big Northern Bear here. Just in case I actually have any diehard fans, I thought I'd just give an update on life and how things are going and the channel news. And um, first of all, talk about my health. My heart has been good. I barely had any ectopic beats after going from 10,000 a day to virtually none, but I would say most days now it's actually none. Like they just keep going away. I ran out of taurine for about 3 weeks, so I was on the arginine only, and it didn't seem to make a difference at all. So it seems to me the arginine is the more important of the two. But my taurine did arrive finally. It got back ordered, so it finally arrived, and I've resumed it back because it has so many other health benefits. But for me, I think it's the arginine is really the key. So, and that makes sense in its own sort of way. And the arginine is also good for natural control of blood pressure and stuff. So that's good. I'm having trouble maintaining my weight. It's been a struggle for a few months, and I just lose the battle by about 2 pounds a week. I feel like it's it's just been hard. I mean, life has just been extremely busy, extremely stressful with work, extremely busy, trying to squeeze in videos. I have Since I crossed the 1K mark, I suddenly have this whole community of people who are like, I'm not saying this is not a judgment call on anyone, but now that it seems I have no problem getting guests on the show now, where before I used to have to fight, and most people would say they'd come on and then they'd bail. Now I have this steady stream, and that all takes some coordinating and time. So for now, I sort of dropped the scripted videos, and I have a couple great interviews in the pipe. I have one done and baked in the oven already and ready to go, and that'll be coming out soon. But I also have a live stream coming with Dr. Lucinda Sykes, a Toronto doctor who doesn't live that far from me, but we did it remote. And and she specializes in helping people get good quality sleep. That's where she goes because she's retired from medicine now. So that's what she does as her retirement project. And she's a wonderful lady to talk to. And she comes at a lot of things the same way I do in terms of the mental approach. So that's great. And I have another doctor who's a certified integrative holistic doctor. And so that'll be a new area for me to explore and hear what he has to say. Is inflammation and anxiety, inflammation and AFib and anxiety are like this thing that all goes together. And he's an inflammation specialist. So we'll hear what he has to say, and he might have some good tips for us. I mean, um, integrative medicine is one of those things that is one of those terms that sort of can just mean different things to different people. But I'm always open minded, and I want to hear. I'll take good knowledge and good advice if there's some present. And so I look forward to having him on the channel soon. So so that's good. The video interviews, I'm going to do a little more of them offline. I find I can pay more attention to the conversation without having to manage all the stuff going on in the live studio, looking at the chats. So I do still want to have some live, but I feel like that the quality of the conversation between me and the guest is not as good. I mean, just for the sake that I can't just spend my time looking at the camera and the guest on screen behind it, right? So anyway, that's neither here nor there. But as I evolve this channel and my approach, I'm just still trying different things. So I did the last interview I did completely offline, but I really like how it looks in edit, and I was able to do stuff like adjust the lighting and the colors and just make it look really good. And so that one might drop as an audio podcast first. And so that's great. And like I said, I'm struggling with my weight, so I'm deprioritizing YouTube a little bit. You'll notice I'm not on the Facebook very much at all now. I'm not on the, I'm checking my comments like every other day. I'm really just, I'm just setting aside a couple hours a week for YouTube. And if those hours get filled, I'm just doing what I can because I have to prioritize my health, as everyone I'm sure would encourage me to do so. Because if I don't keep up with what's working for me and the AFib comes back, I mean, why the hell do I even have a channel, right? So right now, there's no danger of the AFib coming back. And so to help me manage time, I find the main thing I'm going to the gym for these days, I go to the gym for two reasons. I go to the powerlifting gym to powerlift, but I go to the other gym because as I started running and the distances have gotten up there, because I'm a heavier guy, I find my legs are just really sore the next day. So I can't run every day like I used to run every day. I just can't do it now. Once my average run is over like 6K, it's just too much pounding on my legs. So I've been going to the gym just to use the bike. Well, last night I drove to Waterloo and I bought a really high-end bike from an elderly couple who bought it during the pandemic and ended up not using it. I got the sweetest deal on a Soul B94 bike, which is a really high-end, super comfortable exercise bike. Brought that home, did 10 miles on it right away as soon as I got it in the house. And so I'm going to have that every day. So now I can get back to doing my daily cardio, even if my legs are sore from the pounding of the running. And like it's been a problem during the weekdays to get my cardio in because of that. And for me, although I preach walking and it's good for most people, but walking, I need something more than that now in order to keep building my endurance for distance. So, um, and as well, I'm just trying to take a little bit of pressure off some other parts of my life. Uh, One of those pressures, and you'll see my dog Louie is the thumbnail for this video. But Louis's last day with us will be Thursday, and Louis has just been this wonderful dog. But Louis has a big heart problem. Go figure. And his heart's actually probably 30% too big for his body now, and he has very bad heart murmur, and the heart valves aren't efficient, and it's just for me, like I'm the one who does most of his walks. It's become really obvious that anytime it's too warm out, he really can't do a walk. And even on a cool night, when I take him for a walk, just a short walk, we get home, and he just collapses. I mean, he just doesn't have it, and he has all these skin problems too, and ear problems that cause him a lot of pain. And nothing we've tried has worked. We've been to the vet probably every 2 weeks for months, and just can't get him any comfort. And the stuff that would be good for that would actually probably cause him to have a heart attack because his heart's so bad. And the vet really stressed about how stressful and painful that would be to put a dog through that. So we as a family have decided that, we're going to just give him a peaceful way to go because he is suffering, and it's really heartbreaking to watch our dog just. He's been such a good dog. He's just been such a good dog. So, so unfortunately, Thursday will be his last day with us, and we're all trying just to enjoy some time with him until then. And he's got some painkillers for the week to make him as comfortable as we can make him. And, we have a big thing planned for him Thursday. We're going to take him to the dog park. That's his absolute favorite thing. We haven't been taking him because it just wears him out too much, but we're going to take him to the dog park one more time as a family. And then off to the vet. So it's really sad. And the kids, I'm really proud of the kids about how well they've been dealing with it because this will be the first time for them to have a pet pass. And so really proud of how the family kind of are supporting each other through this. And we still have our little dog, Frankie. But it's just such a sad thing, especially when the dog has been such a good dog. So Yeah, and then a couple of weeks from now, we'll be traveling internationally. So I hope to do a couple of pop-up live streams just to say hi from some really, really cool locations. So look for that, and keep at it. I'm just keep at what you guys are doing to maintain your health. Do everything you can, and if you find yourself in a boat like I am, where just it sort of just creeps up over time. Suddenly, life is a little busier, then a little busier, and then finally, you find you've at some point you deprioritized your diet, deprioritize your physical training and your rehab for your heart. Well, you have to one recognize that, and that's what I'm doing right now in this video, publicly, and that's hard to do because many of you followed me for a long time. It's really hard to say that I'm not doing so good with it right now. It's really hard to just come out and say that, but that's the truth. And but I've got to get focused back because I've made so much progress, and I've also inspired a lot of people, and I'm way better health than I have been in a decade. But I mean, with the weight just creeping back, that has to stop. And I just have to just get control of it. And part of it is I've struggled so much with sleep again. And I feel like I've just got my sleep back to normal now. And I'm such a simple thing sleep should be. So I'm really looking forward to hearing the thoughts from the sleep doctor. Anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. It's absolutely gorgeous here in Burlington. It's just gorgeous. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Thanks.